My name is Naomi, and I am here today to do a indie perfume review from a company called Solstice Scents. They are based out of Florida, and the owner's name is Angela. She specializes in atmospheric perfumes, meaning that if the perfume is supposed to smell like a house, it's going to transfer you into the perfume's description, if that makes any sense. So you're going to smell the walls, you're going to smell the floor, you're going to smell I don't know, like the comfort, It's quite fascinating how she can capture those smells and bottle them up for you. It's really neat. So if you get a chance to check her out, um, you can either purchase from her website um, online. I'll show you right now. This is the actual master scent reference list. So it's an alphabetized alpha you get it. List of all the perfumes that are available currently and all their notes. So you can just read right off that page and pick and choose from there. Or if you're from Canada like me, you can purchase from a website called Pretty Indulgence. I'm going to show you right now. They specialize in other indie perfumes like Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab and Arcana, which I haven't tried yet. I do like Solstice scents, and she has so many perfumes on that list that I still would like to try. So, anyways, here's the website. This is Pretty Indulgence. Just looks like that. So yeah, that's where I bought my perfumes the first time, and then I ended up really liking the 10 milliliter roller balls so much that I ended up wanting to buy the full size, which unfortunately Canada Post doesn't allow for Pretty Indulgence to deliver from them to you. So I had to order, unfortunately, online through the States, and I did have to pay duty fees. So if you are from Canada and you are interested in purchasing from Solstice Scents, you will probably have to pay duty fees. Just warning. Yeah, so let's get into this. I have 11 cents for me to talk about today, and six of them, I believe, 6 or 5 of them, I've already tried on myself. I've worn them, so I know what the dry down and I know what the notes are and what to expect for them. So I'm gonna talk about those today. I'm gonna quickly go over the ones that I just received in the mail. Speaking of mail, you should or not you should, but the website suggests that you let the perfume sit for 48 hours just to let the perfumes settle down. In the mail, they go from hot and cold, they get thrown around and stuff like that. So if you let them sit for 48 hours, it really lets the smells come together and kind of develop a little bit. What am I saying? Oh yeah, right. What I was gonna say is when I got my 10 milliliter bottles in the mail, they came in these little boxes. All the perfumes. I need to stop saying um. Okay, sorry. They came wrapped up in tissue paper, which is really good because if the perfumes leak, then it's not gonna get all over the rest of your products as much, and it kind of insulates the bottle, so there's less jiggling around in the box. So it came in this little box insert that's really loud. It looks like this. It's just got their little logo there, and yeah, they're really pretty. The packaging for this company is amazing. When I ordered the full size bottle, which I'm gonna actually show you right now. This is like the 10 milliliter size. These are the rollerball sizes, and then this is a full size 2 fluid ounces or 50 milliliter bottles. This is an alcohol based perfume, and this one's an oil based. So right off the bat, I'm going to tell you that some of the perfumes are available in both oil and alcohol. I believe she uses sugar cane alcohol. I can't remember what kind of oil she uses. Is it brand? I'm not sure. It says on our website though, and other perfumes are only available in the oil-based perfumes. Sorry, so I need to stop saying sorry so much. Why do Canadians say sorry so much? Sorry. Sorry? I say sorry. Do you guys say sorry? Okay, anyways, I'm gonna talk about the prices of the perfumes. The 10 milliliter bottles go for between $21 and $25, depending on which scents or fragrances she uses. Some scents might be more expensive than others, such as rose or vanilla, as opposed to, I know orange essential oils are a lot more available and less expensive, so I'm assuming that's what the perfume price point's based off of. Um, the 50 milliliter perfume is about $70 to $85. I can't remember how much I paid for like each specific scent, but you can find that out on her website. The first perfume that I'm going to review today is called Lace Draped Spectre. The notes that she calls out in sorry if I'm looking down a lot, I'm actually reading off my very horribly written notes. Vanilla musk, spicy pink carnation, pink pepper, rose, and white musk. I find in the bottle that it's heavy floral, very heavy on the carnations. I didn't actually know that that's what carnations smell like, so that was a surprise to me. Um, it's a very sweet perfume, very musky. I'm actually quite surprised that I can pick up the pepper in there, and I don't smell any rose, so maybe someone else will pick up some roses in there, but I didn't pick up any roses. I applied all the perfumes on a tissue to see how they'd smell, just applied not on my skin and not in the bottle. So I wrote down the notes that I get from the first application on the tissue to the dry down. The first initial smell on the tissue, I smell scents that were very similar to what I smell in the bottle. Heavy on the carnations, heavy floral, very sweet, very musky. But as it dried down, the carnation smell became a lot lighter, but still very prominent. Prominent, right? That's the right word. Yeah. Predominant. Prominent. I don't even know what prominent means. Yeah, predominant. So if you like carnations, this is the smell for you. The atmosphere that I get is sort of grandmother-ish, but also like vintage. It could be nostalgic for some people. I'd say like the time era between 1930, 1940, 1950s. Like I could picture someone from that time era wearing this perfume. Second perfume I have on my list is called Rose Mallow Cream. The notes that she lists on her website are Moroccan Rose Absolute, Bulgarian Rose Absolute, Marshmallow Fluff, Strawberry Nectar, White Chocolate, Vanilla, and White Musk. In the bottle, I smell not like your typical rose. It's a lot sweeter, very sweet actually, very fruity and very creamy. On the tissue, from the initial application to the dry down, I got once again that very sweet, strong, like very strong, sweet rose smell, and that fruit came through again. I believe that's the strawberry nectar. It almost smelled kind of like rose jelly or rose jam on the initial application, and then on the dry down, it turned into this beautiful in-depth rose scent, like different layers of rose with a hint of like black tea, which in the atmosphere that it kind of brings, I said garden tea party. So on to the next one. I'll talk about the way it wears on the skin in another video. Yeah, the next one's called Addict, which I was really hoping that it would work with me, but it didn't. It was too strong in the cedar, too strong of an astringent smell, which I'll get to next. I'll just start with the notes that she lists on the website. She calls out vanilla, red cedar, heartwood essential oil, cypress wood essential oil, sandalwood essential oil, dried rose petals. She describes it as smelling like an old chest in, like an old cedar chest in the attic, so I can see where the strong cedar smell is coming from. But on me, it's just way too strong, too overpowering. Um, Maybe even a little too masculine, which is, I like masculine scents, but this was just too much cedar. Another thing about cedar though is it pulls a slightly sweaty scent on me. I don't know if anyone else experiences that. If I'm going to wear a cedar scent, I need like a peppermint or something to break that kind of smell. Um, anyways, in the anyways, in the bottle, I smelled a strong kind of paint chemical, astringent smell, and then it went into heavy cedar. I didn't get any of the vanilla cedar wood or rose petals. On the tissue, I got the same as the bottle, and then on the dry down, it literally just smelled like my parents' sauna, like that cedar 2x4 wood plank smell, which I guess if your attic's made out of cedar wood planks, that's what it would smell like. But to me, it just smelled like my parents' sauna. So the atmosphere that it brought was my parents' sauna once again. On the skin, I actually tried this because I got a small vial sample when I purchased the full size bottles. I purchased Manor and Estate Rosewood, which I'll get into later. Yeah, I got a little vial of this, and I I just got the same smell in the bottle, just that heavy cedar. Um, the dry down was just the same as well. So yeah, on to the next perfume. It's called Parlor Trick. The notes that she calls for are ivory lace, white wax, aged paper, glossy white smoke, teak, black tea, blonde woods, delicate spice, bone musk, which I have no idea what bone musk is. I'm hoping, I don't think it actually contains bone. Uh, I don't know why it's called bone musk. Manor, I'm guessing it's kind of like a housey, like roomy smell, and then like a faint trace of rose, which I did not pick up in the bottle or on the tissue. In the bottle, I smelled a sweet, slightly floral, but not rose, like other flower notes that I don't know what kind of flower it would be. It's this was one of the hardest perfumes to describe when I smelt it. I got the paper, yes. I got the white smoke, yes. But yeah, it's hard to explain. Even on the dry down, I couldn't quite tell what it smelled like. Um, which is funny because it actually smelled like my older sister when she was a teenager, which is really, really descriptive, I know, but um, she had this pink glittery body spray that smelled exactly like this. I like that smell, but it's not it's not a bad smell. It's pleasant, but I think I'm going to have to try it on the skin for sure to see how it wears on me. I am just gonna keep going. I'm so sorry. I also apologize on if I pronounce some of these words wrong. I'm not very perfume savvy, so I don't know how to pronounce some of these words. Anyways, the next perfume that I'm going to talk about is called Conjure. I actually did not like this perfume when I first got it. I don't know what it was about it. Maybe it was too incensey, or I'm just not used to that kind of smell. But I let it sit for a couple weeks, and yeah, I ended up really liking it. The notes that she calls for are amber, frankincense, sweet incense smoke, vetiver, woods, oud, oud, uh, and vanilla. In the bottle, I definitely get the amber, I definitely get the incense, but I don't get the vanilla, the woods, or the oud. And that's just coming from the bottle. But on the tissue, I definitely got the incense and the powder, but the vanilla sort of, it wasn't like a fruity vanilla, it was like a very mature vanilla. The woods and the spice came in a lot more, and the powder, like I said, was definitely stronger. The dry down is beautiful. Um, yeah, I still didn't get the oud. And on the skin, I didn't pick up as much vanilla as I had picked up in the bottle, which I thought was very interesting. I got more of the powder, more of the spicy, more of the woody. The atmosphere it kind of brings is like a big cathedral or a candlelit, dim, shadowy room, but I don't get like a cold feeling to it. It's definitely got a lot of warmth to it. Um, so yeah, that's Conjure.